personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I have an easy yoga rise and shine flow. So this is a good, energizing stretching routine, and it wakes up the muscles as well as stretches them, and it's good for the sort of grogginess and stickiness you feel in the morning. It helps to alleviate that. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to help contribute, you can go to my channel page, and in the About there's a link for donations. Before we begin, I also have a spirit lifter to share with you. It says, remove unkind and critical words from your vocabulary and you won't be tempted to use them. And I like this because sometimes we say snarky things and we don't realize that what we've said is incredibly rude or mean or hateful. Sometimes people do it because they think they're funny. Sometimes people do it because they think they're like goofing off with their friends, or they think that'll achieve their friends' approval, or that it just gives them something to talk about. But watch how you talk to other people, and not just like verbally, but internally too. Like your criticism towards others and even towards yourself. And if you remove those words completely, you won't be tempted to do them. And the same thing goes, like if you're angry and you're someone who shouts a lot, instead of, like if that's something that you'd like to work on, whenever you feel the urge to yell at someone, whisper instead, because yelling only frightens people. It doesn't help you to get your point across anymore. And also, when you're angry, this deteriorates your ability to communicate effectively, because one, the other person's going to become defensive, so they're not going to hear what you say, or they're not going to take it in, rather. And then another thing is it misconstrues your thoughts. When you're angry, you're not thinking well, and your thoughts become disorganized, and they become ruled by emotion rather than logic. And another thing is that when you remove unkind and critical words from your vocabulary, it helps you to speak more positively, and eventually this habit of ruling your words and speaking with kindness will create a more kind and positive character. So, with that being said, we'll begin our workout. The first thing that we have is a mountain, which is just standing with your feet together and nice and tall. But we're going to add in some wrist rolls, so rolling your wrist each way for 5, and this is just to help get some more mobility back into the hands and wrists. So once you've done 5 one way, reverse the movement. And then after you've done that, you're going to roll down. So you're just slowly going to fold down as far as you can. And then you're going to drop down into a quadruped position, and we're going to do some cat and cows. So you're going to round your back and then sink your belly in. So do that for 5. And then you're going to press up into down dog. And then drop to your knees for child pose. And then you're going to come into easy pose, and we have a series here. So first we're going to begin with a twist. This is going to stretch the lower back. Then twist the other way. Then you're going to lean one arm to the side to stretch out the lats and open up the side a bit more. Then the other side. And next we have a neck release. So the easiest version to do this is going to be to place your hand on your head and gently lean your head to one side. But you're not pushing on your head, you're just simply resting your hand there for a little extra resistance. If you're a little more flexible, you can clasp your hands behind your back, and as you see, I've twisted my hands around here. So from this way, it looks like this. And once you've done that, you just simply lean your head along the side with your hands, and this is going to stretch along the neck and shoulder. So whatever one you can do. And then the other side. And then we're going to lay down on the ground. You want your knee in line with your hip, and you're going to push up for a hip lift. This is going to open up the hips some, and it's going to wake up the glute and leg muscles. And then lower. And now you're going to hug one knee. This is going to stretch the hip, the hamstring, and lower back. Alright, then the other side. And then you're going to hug both knees. And then we're going to roll up to a chair pose. So this can, for the more challenging way, it's going to look like a roll up and then come up into chair. But if you're unable to do that, you will still try to do this part of the rolling and then use your hands and then come to your chair. So we'll be here for a moment. And then we finish in mountain. It's a good time to be proud of yourself for starting your day right. And then that concludes our Rise and Shine yoga video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more of my other videos on YouTube under Wellness by Elizabeth, and like, subscribe, and share.